The Communication Amendments Bill is the latest show of open fumbling by a grand coalition government that should be working in harmony. Where the President and Prime Minister are supposed to be sharing power on a 50-50 basis, it would appear that the right hand does not seem to know what the left is doing. Take the Prime Minister's assurance before the bill was signed.
The President himself is very concerned about, as you know, freedom of the media, and he has said this several times. We do share this because both of us are beneficiaries of the free media. Were that not the case, the results of the 2002 elections would have been different.
Despite that, the President went on to sign the bill, ignoring a public outcry and petitions from media owners and the Orange Democratic Movement, leading to these remarks by Lance Minister James Orengo that may be the first cue that all is not well in the Grand Coalition.
The fact that the President has completely ignored that petition is a betrayal to the ODM. And not only just the ODM, it is also a betrayal to the Accord itself.
The Grand Coalition is either very disjointed or is deliberately deceiving Kenyans at large. Orengo's statement lost a lot of its credibility by the fact that the Prime Minister was dining with the President and telling the media fraternity not to worry.
It's not the end of the world. There are ways of addressing issues like this because Parliament is available and amendments can always be introduced in Parliament.
ODM initially tried to extricate itself from the obviously quick and irrational passage of the bill by Parliament, saying the Grand Coalition Cabinet had not approved it and that it was approved by the previous Kibaki Cabinet.
This bill did not come through a coalition cabinet.
Is it in order, Mr. Speaker, that we use this House and that camera standing directly in front of me right now, Mr. Speaker, to appeal to the general public and the media and make other members of Parliament look as if they are non-caring to Kenyans, Mr. Speaker?
The disjointed Grand Coalition is increasingly taking on the dimensions of an irrational, all-consuming monster that has combined the executive and legislative wings of government to fight the very people who formed it. And despite disharmony in the Grand Coalition, one can certainly find unity of purpose in its leaders and their quest to abuse power at the expense of the larger public. Moraya Karaoke, KTN Weekend Prime.